Miss Beverly. Yep, Miss Beverly stayed. Hey y'all, hey, Stable fam. Well, we're out in our very, very old stomping grounds, kind of where we grew up
Sunny
at
side.
Sunnyside area in Missionary Village
Ooh,
Apartments. So this is
the sun is
where
sunny.
I grew up as a kid. So we kind of
Where you
over
at?
here
Where you at?
reminiscing,
You gonna get
looking at
behind
some of
me?
the places we used to be. Because I used to stay right there. Uh, Miss
We can't show
Beverly.
y'all everybody's houses
Yeah, Miss
around here, so we
Beverly
can't do
stuff
that.
here. So I stay right in this area,
So
right here. I remember.
the thing about missionary is there was so much room to play. There was so much room to play. Like there was a lot of greenery, let's say that. So it has a lot of space to just run, be a kid,
Yeah, I
have
remember.
fun.
Right here, she used to
Right?
stay.
The place hadn't
Right
really
here.
changed much. They tried to do a little something with it. This is considered not the hood, but the ghetto. They may look a little bit more hood
Yes,
now
they
in
used to have a
terms
play,
of
like a little
more of
playground
an
right here.
upgrade, but yeah.
Remember, there used to be a playground
Yeah,
right here.
let us show you what we're talking about right now. There you go. Right out here, back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah. We used to take the back. Remember how the back street right
Yeah,
here.
we
We
used
used
to
to go
take
through here.
this. Yep. I remember being
Going
back
through
here.
there. Yeah.
So all
Right here
this
used to
fence,
be
this wasn't here
right here
back
was
then.
like a small little playground. It wasn't nothing really big. But he used to have
Yeah.
a playground because we used to play all the time right here. And I stayed right there. We used to go back street, back way or whatever.
I remember being out here, right? You see where this dumpster is? Now, actually they didn't have a dumpster like this back in the
Mm-mm.
day. That that big, but they did used to have like a dumpster or two back here. But people used to put their old beds and mattresses out here, and we'll put them down in a line, as long as we can, and we'll just flip, like we were gymnasts or something. And back here, back where this gate is, back there, we used to be able to walk the trail back there,
Mm-hmm.
and people used to always talk about that there's a black Jesus back there or something. So, everybody used to be scared of black Jesus, but really who black Jesus was an old like hobo or bum that used to kind of stay back there, and they used to call him Black Jesus. Um, so my wife was here,
Yep.
I was here.
I think
Um,
I moved. I think I moved out of here probably right when I was just heading into sixth grade. So I was here from all the way from infant till probably sixth grade. 'Cause I went to Cullen Middle School. I started like the first semester or so, and then I moved out, and then I ended up at Welch Middle School, and then I went to Fundry Middle School, and then I ended up in A at Ollie Middle School. So
yeah, and a
yeah.
lot of people think because you were born in the
Yeah, I
ghetto
remember I stayed right there in
that
that apartment, unit
um
31.
that
I
something
remember.
is uniquely
Um,
bad about the ghetto.
Miss
But
Bailey stayed there, and then it was
I
another
don't know
apartment.
about you, but growing up here, like I tell everybody, man, when I moved out of here and to the southwest side of Houston at that time, I didn't even know what gangs were because we didn't have no gangs over here. They had them on the southwest. We didn't have them over here. Yeah, did you have cliques? Yeah. But for the most part, it was sides of town, you know. So, oh, she wants to go over here. So it wasn't you know, like it was when I went over there where
Yeah,
people were
Sue,
clicked up and you had
gotta be
people.
careful. I told you to
Uh,
be out. Sue up
she's a
here.
get. I guess get on my back real quick. Oh Lord.
Hold me up, hold me up, hold me up.
Ooh, Jesus.
I remember that too.
Ugh, that stinks,
Bunch of
y'all.
sewage lines.
Ooh,
Ooh, I
that
remember.
stinks. Oh my
My
God.
grandma used to stay right there.
We're up at the top.
Nope, at the bottom 165.
Oh,
This is
okay.
where she stayed. This is where I grew up as a little girl. So I was born, my grandmother was staying over here. Uh, so she had all her 5 kids,
Mm-hmm.
myself and my brother, and my aunt Cassandra, who had 2 kids too. So we were all staying in there, and I think that was a 5 bedroom apartment. Yeah, was it a 4 or 5? It wasn't that much space, but I do remember being in this area a lot.
It's the
Right
back back.
downstairs. We didn't stay upstairs because my grandma didn't like walking fast. But this is where Man, this is where I grew up.
Yeah, this
Where I
is.
remember coming through here all the time. Man, I just remember just reminiscing, finding, going back to when I was a little girl. It was just, it's different than it is now, because we came outside, we played, you had friends in the area, you came out and you played until the street lights came on. I guess that's what they said. Then we go back in the house.
Look at them street lights right there. Really had to change, but you see right there, street lights. Street light come on, you know that's the time to get in the house.
That's the time we got
Can't do
in.
nothing else. Get in that house.
And like over where the office is, we used to always do like little shows. My friends, I don't know if y'all remember the group called H-Town. They actually grew up here too. This is where they
Somebody
stayed.
rocking, knocking the boots.
Yeah, so H-Town grew up in this particular apartment right here. I used to always hang out with them and their sisters, because they have sisters that are in my, pretty much my age. So yeah, we used to hang out all the time right over here with because they stayed in the front. So everybody always wanted to be in, I guess not the front, but they stayed in this area where the office was. And I remember us doing a couple of shows and stuff over here. And it was just fun. It was just different back in the day.
Yeah, it was different back in the day.
Different. I remember this when my brother got jumped right here. And I was supposed
Right
to
there.
help him out. And I did. And then this little tail started running and he ran home. I could have beat him. I beat him when I got home. We fought. Well, how you gonna leave me to fight all the people?
Got it? Need some help?
No, I'm got it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right.
So,
I
and
remember
here's-
this clearly. Oh, the laundromat still over here.
there you go. Missionary. Missionary Village. Back in the day. Back in the day.
I don't remember the
Yeah, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. I don't remember the mailboxes being right there though.
Yep, the mailbox is right
Were they
there.
right there?
Yep, they were always right here.
I guess they had a little canopy thing on there.
They've painted the place. But outside of that, they've added the fences to the
Yeah,
to the ground or whatever, but other than that, man, everything looks the same. I mean, this is
I'd be surprised. We stayed in the same complex and knew some of the same people, but we never ever met. We
Yeah.
stayed in the same complex, same
so my older siblings are the ages of her uncles and aunties.
Mhm.
So they were familiar with each other on some level here. But
Yeah, I
we
knew
weren't.
His mom, because my mom used to hang out with his. Well, my mom always hung out with older people. She would hang out with his mom and stuff, and then his sister, his older sister, they would hang out all the time. His niece, which is his older sister's daughter, and then the cousin, Aunt Mary's daughter.
Oh, Kayla.
Kayla. So we all
Mhm.
hung out, but never. I mean, I could have seen
Or
them,
knew of each other, or familiar with each other, or remembered each other something
we were
on
3
some
years
level.
apart, so it wouldn't have made no.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hung out with her because we're 3 years apart, so
Yeah.
there's no way.
Not as a kid, we wouldn't.
No,
have
not
hung
as a
out.
kid. So
Unless our family's like real close tight, then it probably every now and then probably would saw each other, but
yeah.
not like that with the age gap.
hmm
But
I remember. Did you ever know a woman by the name of Miss Margaret? She had a daughter named Angie,
yeah,
Stephanie.
yeah.
Remember them? They used to stay over here.
Mm-hmm.
They used to stay right up in here.
The crazy thing in this area, like further down, was where my brother's dad stayed in. Was murdered. In the same area.
So you and Robert don't?
Then we don't have the same father.
Oh.
His
Oh, yeah,
dad
that's
stayed-
right.
his
Well,
dad
did I
stayed
know
over
that?
here, and I remember he got murdered, and I remember seeing the coroners and all that. He got murdered over here.
Oh wow.
Yep. But my
So,
my brother didn't know that was his dad. He didn't have no idea. So this is where we were at. I think he stayed like somewhere. I remember coming down his lot. He stayed like around that corner, right there. Yep.
I remember running through here all the time, playing hide and seek or whatever.
And
You
behind
know,
the seat was like
man,
the thing to do.
it was so fun.
It
was
was,
so
it was
much
right
fun.
over here in this apartment
Yep.
right here.
I remember being over here too, all through here.
And it
Um,
just had fun. It just,
Now the
kids,
Patrick, I think what's called them were on the other side. Patrick them were on the other side.
it was right here.
But
House
yep,
right there.
I remember racing down, all day just racing. No, that was the other side. Let's go down here. That was the other side. That was the other side over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Crazy.
it is
How
crazy.
like you look and you still remember a lot of stuff. Hello,
What's up,
how are
man?
you?
Good. So
Just remember a lot of stuff.
yeah, the memories y'all don't understand. People don't understand unless you lived here or lived in this area of town. Sunnyside was different, right? We grew up in the area where it was
Everybody
still
knew
okay
everybody.
for other people to spank your kids.
Yep.
Your kids were out of line, they got spanked by somebody else,
Yep.
right? They got spanked by somebody else.
And
So,
the stuff you was able to do. And the thing is, you was able to be outside and you just knew nobody was gonna bother you, mess with you.
mhm.
Like parents didn't have no fear about nobody. Like right now, you see these kids, they just walking around, and their parents not necessarily having to watch them.
Yep.
They just know like this community was really like a community. Community here was like a real community. Like you can have your kids walking around
Mhm.
playing, and you just knew somebody was watching out for your kids.
Yep.
Like somebody knew your kids and was gonna keep an eye on your kids.
Mhm.
That's just
That's how you actually learned a lot about sports too. You play sports here, you know what I mean? These boys in the background, they just throwing the football, right? Plenty of greenery again to just run around. If you wanted to play football, back where I showed you where that fence was, you can do football if you wanted to. You know, this is the area where we
I
lived,
remember when it flooded.
right here. I remember when it flooded right here during Alicia.
Mhm.
Was it Alicia?
I think.
Yeah, but there was a what's color right
It was all the way out there in the street.
That was a what's color right there.
But,
They used to have a drain right here,
mhm.
right there on the floor. I remember that.
It flooded all the way out. It was all the way out to the street.
We were
That-
swimming in in that
swimming
stuff.
in the water.
Mm-hmm. So-
And across the street was these apartments that everybody goes like the apartments to stay. Like if you stayed
Yeah.
over there, you had some kind of money.
That's what they assumed
That's
anyway.
what you assume because
That's what they
they just always look better.
So I remember
But the
being over
crazy
here.
thing, we all stay in the same place, and ain't nobody around here had no money. No, I'm talking about in reference to this.
I remember somebody stayed over there, man. It was him and his brother and his mom. And she was kind of like, she was like a younger mom, but she had older kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember that. And I remember coming up when you're a kid, this little area right here. Where?
Underneath it.
Oh, when you were a kid, this
Let's see how they gonna come out. Don't show them.
so when you're a kid, that area that we just came out of, when you like run right up in there, it seems so much bigger when you're a kid, right? Because we're talking about running around.
They didn't have that that.
Yeah, see, those are the apartments that everybody.
But they didn't have like an office where we they were like kind of
Yeah, like,
Because this is the way we would walk to school. But I would go to Foster. I was
Yeah.
at Foster Elementary. Even though
and I was at
Whitney,
Whitney.
right? Whitney. So I was like, you know, that was the school I was supposed to attend, but everybody thought Foster was the better school. So, like I said, across the street. If you stayed across the street, you went to Foster. If you stayed over here, you're supposed to go to Woodbury. Could be by another reason why I didn't say. Well,
And-
I didn't really.
yeah,
I
you
still
weren't
probably
going
still didn't, huh?
Nope.
Probably when I got in kinder.
When she
First
got in
grade.
kinder.
First
Why
grade,
would you see me?
Second, third.
Now
No,
you
if I would've been in
and
first grade,
Chad. you and my
Chad would
brother
have been able, yeah, but I'm
would have
saying,
been able to
yeah,
see each
probably
other because you were born in the
but-
same year.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like you would have still been in school when I got in school, like first, second grade, you still in first grade.
So
So, you know,
yeah,
back in the day,
this is Sunnyside.
most elementary went up to 5th grade.
Yep.
We moved out in 6th. I remember the year they tried to put 6th grade back into elementary, and then I remember one chick that was leaving, going to 5th grade. She was like a year or so older than me. She was going 5th grade, or 6th grade, and they put it back over there. So she stayed in elementary for one more year. Then they moved it back to Cullen. So my mom didn't want me to go to Cullen, but she was like, that was a bad school. Stuff, but
All I
Cullen-
know is,
Cullen
regardless
was-
of what I knew
don't
about
know if it
Cullen,
was bad, but it was a school everybody. I didn't technically want to go to Cullen, but I went to Cullen. But the high school I wanted to go to was Jack Yates, and that's the school I would have been going to. The
yeah,
high
that's
school.
that's
That
that's
was
the only
school-
thing
That was
I
the
think
high
I
school
wanted to do
I wanted to go to. Like I
was
ain't
go to
everybody go
Yates.
to Cullen Middle School, but Jack Yates was
Mhm.
the school that I think everybody was just shooting for the stars to go to the team.
Yep.
Because a lot of good people came from over there. Just the whole
All the
camaraderie,
programs and stuff like that that they have that they still have
cosmetology,
today.
mechanic stuff like you was gonna leave out of there and just be set. You come up out of high school, you gonna have some kind of career, future, or something starting off as you
Yep.
graduate. So, and they still got a lot of those programs still right now. And I just want to graduate from there. All my aunts and uncles went to Jack Yates, so I was hoping I was gonna be the first to go, but I didn't renew to A-Leaf in middle school, and so I ended up in A-Leaf high school, which is not bad.
It's not bad. You see A-Leaf right there.
Not bad. But that's why, that was my whole thing. Like, man, I want to go to Jack Yates. I want to go to Yates. I want to go to Yates. I want to be a Yates alumni.
A lion.
Yeah.
Everybody knew when you wore that red and gold, man. It was just whew.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
You can still talk
It was
about
so
Jay
live. It
Watt.
was so live that even when I was a little kid in elementary, I wanted to be a part. Could you imagine? I mean, it was so live,
Like,
man.
you
It was
just
just
you wanted to be a part
next
of that
level
school.
kind of stuff. Yeah. So it was fun. It was fun.
Somebody's still selling the Cool Cup. Listen, they still selling the Cool Cup over here.
Yep.
That used to be the thing back in the day. Then you get out of school, you had the Cool Cup lady.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the store, but her stuff was cheaper than the store stuff.
My mom used to say that stuff. As a matter of fact, not just here, but when we moved to the southwest side, she began to do that because there wasn't a lot of people doing it. So she kind of did that to kind of make ends meet as well. So, yeah, man, it was live over here. We just came over, we reminisced, we had some other place to be, and it's just so happened to be, closer to this part of town. So we're like, you know what? I was like, let's go see it. And I like the way it looks. I mean, in terms of, what we grew up in, the memories was awesome and great, and you're a little kid or whatever, but, I'm glad that they did some upgrading to it in order for, people to still want to live here and it be acceptable, And so that's it for us, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let us know what your hometown is, where you grew up. Maybe you can do a video and tag us in it. We want to see. We want to see where you came from. All right? That does it for us. So we say
Peace.